cuts of, how many people? 3? You're giving us a number of 187,000.
Yeah. It's by department. So by department,
How many people?
is Public Works, it's 2. I don't have the schedule in front of me. We can get that number.
Okay, it's gotta be one really highly paid person or 2, 90,000.
I don't want to give you a number that gets then quoted but I can get you that number.
Okay. But this is part of the austerity plan, which was, we sit back and we wait for people to quit and then we don't rehire.
In some cases, yes, and in some cases, no. Depends on, we assess the position and say, I think we can get by without this, let's figure out how to resort this.
Are we building in, and don't, please, if we are doing this, don't provide a number, but I'm curious because I can't see it. Are we building in anticipated increases of any kind of offer?
Yeah.
Local 152?
Yes, we are.
And we would, whatever that increase is, it would be included 2023 and 2024
That's correct.
in 2024.
That's correct.
Then I really need to talk to Mr. Gartz about,
Well, the 2023 would be part of what we encumber and would the salary schedule change if we did a retro on the salary schedule after the contract? Will those numbers change? Yes. Are those numbers included in other parts of the budget? So not to reveal that. Yes, they are, but it's covered.
I don't understand that.
The budget covers the contract as we have offered it.
You saying it's worked into other areas, so in case we need to utilize it, you can pull it
We
out.
are going to utilize.
Ms. Mahoney, you had a question. You shared it with me and I don't know if you brought it with you, but
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, but that's not necessarily, that is a good practice because otherwise your negotiating strategy is laid out straight out in the line. So
yeah, I didn't, yeah.
that would be a conversation you would have in private so that the contract negotiations.
Yeah, and I did say,
That's the
don't
mayor's
don't share the number.
Yeah, so let's
I
not, yeah. You guys are doing good.
Thank you.
But you make a good point. You could discuss that in private and you haven't had that opportunity.
Well, we've had 2 weeks, but I don't have that answer yet. That I've been asking the question since the Friday.
That answer
after
was
we were-
provided that it was included in different parts of the budget. I know
I
that.
think it was something just like that. It wasn't good. Where is, it doesn't add up. And it's an easy enough question for a talented individual like Mr. Gartz to answer. I'm not sure Mr. Gartz is answering most of the questions that have given me the most concern.
Can you tell you about the DPW cut, the other cuts?
The one that kind of went very circuitous answer saying, there's, people always ask questions about cuts.
No, so that was
But
the,
what was your actual question? It was like, why
can
did,
DPW manage the cut in
It's a concern.
personnel you
Yeah.
mentioned?
Right.
Aren't we expecting a resolution, an increase after the negotiations to their contract?
but you weren't saying, do they like it or not like it? You meant, can they do their job? Because the answer is like, some people don't like it when we reduce that. That was not your question, if I understood it.
No. DPW has been able to accommodate the loss of one full-time person. Finance has been reorganized as reviewed with the governing body. Last December, we will have to monitor the police department following the retirement of the chief. These reductions may and may not be as far as reductions in staff can go without affecting service levels. These will be monitored.
But if we monitor, does that mean if we realize we need that extra person back in DPW, we need that extra person on the police to meet our ordinance requirements? We've already set a budget and now we're going to have to exceed our spend.
No, we would assess it in 2025.
And the police know that there may not be a replacement and DPW knows there won't be a replacement.
Yes, and we would assess it in 2025.